Itepe neke je a senebe. Divine peace, long life, stability, and good health. Akwaba in the name of the creating force of the universe. The omnipotent being that which is greater than ourselves, who has many names, Oludu Mare, Mkulukulu, Kwame Blafoshe, Mungu, Amanra, Ja, Onyeme, Jiniame, Ashe. I just come from the Royal Court of Justice, you know, with Brother Carl Grant. Go down there to support the eye. But, I'm there with my brethren doctor.
Aye. Vodom Prophets.
Abu and Brother Jammers. Greetings, family. And we just sit down and we are reason in the park, you know, the sun rather shine upon it, you know. And we are reason about the youth, look at you, the wily. But I'm not using a big man because I'm a 40.
Yeah, man.
I'm 40, a big man still. But it just goes to show that people who are accused of certain things prove that the things that they are accused of, yeah, them have, because him say them control all the power. You understand me I say? And it's almost like nobody can say anything against Jews. But the people them who's adopted Judaism. The religion of Judaism. Because the terrain that this religion came from, nobody don't look like these people them who's postulating themselves, yeah, as the custodians of that religion. The religion can be traced right back to present day Ethiopia. There's nobody in Ethiopia that looks like the people them who gather in Israel, Netanyahu and all them man there. See? And to say that you know, people have freedom of speech. If somebody says something against me, I have the right to prove that they are wrong. I don't have to force people to like me.
True.
If you don't like me, you don't like me. There's EDL people, them don't like me. I'm not begging them to like me. That is their issue, that is not mine. You understand me? My issue is reparations.
Real.
You understand me? And we have to realize that the ships that were insured, that took our ancestors into enslavement, were insured by banks who were owned by Jews. That's not no whatever they want to call anti-Semitic. That's just a flipping fact. There's a book called The Secret Relationships Between Blacks and Jews. Jews had Africans as slaves in the height of enslavement in the Americas. That's not a lie, that is facts. Jewish scholars write about it. So it's almost like nobody can say anything against Jews. And I'm not throwing Wiley underneath the bus. And I'm not here to defend Wiley. Wiley is quite capable of defending himself. But here we have it now. His record label drop him. His management team drop him. You know, it's almost like the way they crucified Jeremy Corbyn. You know, the way they crucified, what's the other one, the name? Used to be the JC one there.
Oh, Livingston.
Livingston and all these people.
You know, Tony Martin.
Yes. And all them things. You know, Tony Martin, who was one of our esteemed elders and historians, they used was it Lee Jasper
to ban him
from coming to Britain. And we the Africans of Britain said, you know, you can't ban for a historian, so we brought him here ourselves. You know, Lee Jasper's never apologized for that, and we will never make you forget it. You understand me I say?
And the way they attack him, the late Dr. Khalid Mohammed also.
Dr. Khalid Mohammed and all them man there, you know what I mean? It's almost like you know, Jews don't have no monopoly on sufferation. What makes their sufferation so potent is because it was filmed. So they got it on film. We don't have what happened to us in our enslavement for those hundreds of years on film. But we have what happened to George Floyd, you know, and other Africans that were killed in the custody of Europeans. You know, the people them that say they're Jews, that Judaism is your religion. You are Europeans. That's your DNA. You know what I mean? It's just like anybody can be a Muslim, anybody can be a Christian. You know, they can adopt those religions because, you know, they're religions and people can go to that faith and them can adopt it. But to say that Jews are not a race. It's not a race. It's a religion. So this anti-Semitic thing and Semites and these are terminologies that were created by European historians to define the so-called ethnicity of human beings. But you really and truly, you're either part of the Mongolide, the Caucaside, or the Africite group of people. You understand me say? There's no Semi-Hittite and all-ites business. That don't exist. That's something that's created by man.
Real.
You understand me? And so, as Africans, we look at something like that and say, oh, hypocritical the system is. Because your prime minister made derogatory terms about African people.
Yes.
And made derogatory terms about Muslims.
Women, yes.
And that's before he was prime minister. And now he is prime minister. You understand me? So it's a triple standard. It's not even double.
Triple.
It's a triple standard. That these and a lot of other MPs make all kind of derogatory mark about black people and other groups of people and nothing don't do them. But what it is, this is a young man who has owned a craft that was created by black people, and what action, grime, house, whatever you want to call it, whatever they're listening to now, it's black youth them that create that.
That's it.
And everybody else come and mimic it, and them end up and make more money out of it. You understand me? Just like they stole reggae music, just like them stole jazz, them stole rock and roll, right? And them stole soul and everything else. This is what they do. They're thieves. Them go around the world. Our late Kunto, Del Jones.
Yes, Jones, man.
He wrote a series of book called Culture Bandits.
For real.
You
1
understand
and
what I
2.
say? 1 and 2. Highlighting all these people. Them don't like us, but they like what we create. Because we're creative people. We're like the melanin that resides in our anatomy. Yeah, that it changes its molecular structure every micron of a second, so it don't stay the same. So them steal that and boom, we go on and we create something else. That's how innovative we are. You understand me? And even our young people are innovative like that. You understand me? So this is a post where we are doing. It's just a post to highlight the hypocrisy of the state. If you can't say that you're gonna ban the youth and all these things there, right? And then when your people do it, they become prime ministers. You understand me? So that shows you total hypocrisy. Right? And the controlling of power of Europeans that dominate the narrative, dominate the law, etc. They don't even follow their own laws that they make themselves anyway.
Serious thing, Prophet. I endorse everything the guy is saying. See, I mean, you say it very good, to know that because them control the media, see, the printing press, there's a lot of things them falsify, see it, and then we follow them, and they talk about chosen people and promised land. And we that. Oludumare, our African deity, no promise we nothing, man. It's a given thing to us. And we're now chosen, because we have read a lot of diversity in nature. So nothing not chosen. It is liars. It's people who tell lie. Make up them story there. They tell you, it's only nature can give you things. And nature not promise you nothing. And there is nothing written in our book ever tell we that nature promise anything to some European.
No.
Because they are European.
You see, the thing about it is, Doctor, and that is an excellent explanation to use nature. Because some God somewhere promised some minority. Because Europeans are the minority on the planet. Let's face it. They make themselves look the majority.
Yeah.
They are the minority controlling the majority of the wealth of the planet. This is a statistical fact.
Really?
And some God somewhere, you live in the Caucasus where you come from, and come promise you somewhere where you don't even come from. You understand me? Yeah? Why? Why you promise that land? So that land promised you. So what about the insects that live within that land? You know, the ants and the termites, you know, the birds, the caterpillars, you know, the ladybird, them, the animals. What about those creatures that live within them room? You know, come there, you just dig up, you just mash up them home. You don't care about nature. And we have become exactly like them, because we have adopted their way and their narrative of how they deal with the planet.
Serious thing.
You understand what I say? Right? And they're a destructive race of people. And that's not a hate crime. It's not a hate speech. That's based on facts. Anyway, Europeans have gone in the world, them and nobody don't agree, including other Europeans.
You know, what you say is true, Prophet. You understand? As I said, God created by European to rob people things. You understand, you know? And that's what we are looking at. You know? So I know that God did promise them, but God never have the right to promise, because, you know, see, God don't have no right. How I see God, just like how you would say NHS, National Health Service. God is Government Ordinance Directive. Remember what George Bush said? It was our God-given right. Nature not give you no right to go and plunder nothing. Because part of our Mahat principle is that we doesn't really do these things to nature. We don't create these barbaric things. These things where these European is doing is anti-nature, blood.
Well, let's take the forests in the Congo, in Africa, because most of the forests that chop down is them come chop down the forest and steal the wood. And in the Amazon, you know, this is total destruction of a creature, because the plant is a creature, you know.
Yeah, man. It's a living
entity.
Yeah.
You understand what I say? Because within traditional African spirituality, the creating force manifests itself in all these different aspects
for real, blood.
Of nature.
For real.
So it manifests in I and I.
Yeah, man.
It manifests in the grass, in the tree, in the ants, in the fishes in the sea, the birds in the air. Anything that is natural.
You can take on that.
Of the earth.
For real.
Yeah? Is the manifestation of the creator. Or the creators. You understand what I say? The all. You see my David? So when we see the tree, we are seeing God, the creator.
Yeah, man. We are seeing we.
Yeah, when I look at you, I look at the creator and the omnipotent, the omnipresent, omniscience within me.
Of course.
Reflecting back at me.
Course.
You understand me I say?
Yeah. Because nature kissed us and welcome us. Nature don't have nothing to do with them. Then go out into the sun, nature deport them. You understand? You know, so we have to look on the reality of how we flex in this way. It's not what the man tell us. It's what nature is showing us. And we have to follow that.
So reparations is the thing, and the first of Messiah, you know, wherever you as black people, put down your religion and look at yourself as an African. Look at your historical experiences and come and lock down Brixton with way. And the first of Messiah, Southwest 9. This week, Saturday. Every year we have the march, the annual African Emancipation Day Reparation March. Lockdown will be this week, Saturday, Brixton, Southwest 9. Be a part of the revolution, yeah? Which will lead you to the solution. Don't seek no excuse, because if you do that, you continue to get abused.
Rise up for that, Prophet. I see your thing with the Prophet, I say, and say, you know, we are here, you know, see it. Make sure that you're there, you know. I know this country we're born, you know, but we never see ourselves brutish here, you know, because a dog that born in our oven is not a biscuit. You know, see it. So we give thanks. You know, see it. We give thanks, you know, for the Prophet here, and Jama's there, and I'm here, because I am, because we are, and because we are. Therefore I am. Vodum. All the time.